Guys, deluded. Now, you've heard Wenger time and 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 time say, I want to leave Arsenal with a good crop of players, with a strong youth academy, with several in a strong competitive position, in a strong position. On one hand, you can actually say we're in a competitive position. We got our money. We made a lot of money. We know that powers. Let's not get into details. The higher powers that be ain't really on this. On the other hand, we sit fifth. We finished fifth last year. We sat sixth this year. We're on our worst away record since before I was definitely born, and there's several things wrong with the club. So, because Wenger is stepping down officially after Sunday, yes or no, has he actually left a good or a bad side? Let's start with the yeses. He has left a bad side. Aging, we got aging. Our side is aging. To be fair, to be honest with you, and even if we look at our back line, I'd probably say 3 of the main players of the back line are going to need replacing within the next 18 months or so. Koscielny's 33 and he's got a long-term injury, unfortunately. Monreal's 32, 33, he's getting on a bit. Czech, clearly, nothing to do with age. It's nothing to do with being ageist. Some people call me ageist. Like, footballers' careers wind down in their 30s, and you're seeing nowadays how competitive it is. We can't keep paying for this. So you'll see the back line's going to need to be changed. Adding on to that somewhat, the spine of the club is not there. With the keeper, the centre half, and the defensive mid, the standouts. He's left a collective group of players unable to think for themselves or manage a game internally. Of course, some of this, what I'm saying, is harsh and not true. If I knew them personally, it'd be different. But those are the facts. Like, we've been here many different times. The 10-1 against Munich. Several times away from home when the fans are on top of us and we can't get our football down, can't get the ball down and play ball. We don't remain compact and stuff. So Wenger needs to take the responsibility for what I just said. But the players need to be proactive versus Vieira, etc., where they knew when something weren't going wrong and somewhat switched off from Wenger. So there's that. Numerous times he's failed to bring in quality in proper positions. There's been chances to sign Griezmann and several other players, defensive mid, centre halves. The season I keep referring to, which annoys me the most, is the season we just brought in Czech, because I'm so sure that was the year Ozil was stuck on bare assists and Giroud decided he wasn't going to score for a while. That's a direct result of you. He's trusted in too many players and it's left us in this position. So yeah, man. Well, we think, what have I got here? 5 of the 5th/6th for the last 2 seasons. Whether we think our players are good or not, the facts are we're becoming less competitive when all the other sides are doing their thing. For the last 2 years, everyone in the top 6 has finished ahead of us, and I say that lightly because it's not true. You've got United. I thought I was going to sneeze there. I am. Bless me. I'm delayed sneeze, but yeah, you've got that. Some expensive mistakes. Perez. Mustafi, 35 mil, pardon me. And Xhaka, I think Xhaka's sick, but some people will say it's a waste of money, and some people might even say the same for Ozil. I think the last 2 names I said, pardon me, bless me, my hay fever, people, it's bullshit, but it is what it is. So let's start with the no. They're the yeses. Oh, he's left us with play. Oh, there's also several players I've said. Left us with players with question marks over their abilities to help us move forward as a football club. Czech can fall under that. Kola can fall under that. Mustafi can fall under that. Xhaka can fall under that. Koscielny, Iwobi, Perez, or Spina can all fall under that. Regardless of what I think about these players, I'm just saying that because whether it's Iwobi, people think can he add goals. Czech, people think he's Asian. Xhaka, he's 30 for me, but people think he's polarising opinion. Mustafi, there's a player there, I believe, but by the same logic, I also believe we need to bin him. So question marks over several of them. And then, what I've got for no, he's managed to, Xhaka's turned the corner. On paper, we've got a young Mustafi, a young Chambers, a young Holding, a young Bielik, a young Mavropanos, and Kola. So that could be the back 4, pardon me, there, to be fair with you. If he's left that, together with, he needs to sign a new deal, but Ramsey's still here. Mesut Ozil's signed a new deal, which can't be underestimated. So there's some great attacking prospects. Of course, yeah, okay, he signed Lacazette. Aubameyang might not have been necessarily his signing, but at the end of the day, it was a carrot. He said that was a carrot for him signing for the club. So he's left us with 2 extremely good strikers. Ramsey there if he signs a new deal. Ozil there with one of the best 10s in the world. He's left us with a young crop of defensive players which can react. He's actually left us with some. We know we need a midfielder, but they're not half bad. If you look at it as unbiased, I've tried to look at this as unbiased, and all the opinions I've had for the season, I've got them in a ball and just threw them away, people. And this is honestly what I'm coming out with. Average age of 27, so that should show you that this side should be coming of age and should be a collective and should be ready for the new manager to galvanise. We know there's major surgery needed, and I've said that, but this is what I've got down, people. So yeah, man, he's got a little good thing there. So that's what it is, man. He felt he could. What have I got here? Some final notes. He felt he could improve the side. Look how many years he chose not to make the correct signings. I've spoke about that. I think personally there needs to be a middle ground because while I think this side is poor, it's not as bad as I myself and a lot of people make out, and it's definitely better than we give it credit for. So there's a middle ground. There's a lot of work to be done, but he hasn't left the club in a complete shambles, to be fair. So we got to keep it as true as it is. And there's also a lot of attacking young prospects. There's Maitland-Niles who's come through. There's Jeff. There's Nelson. There's Nketiah. There's all these players that have been given debuts. So they're there in it. The next step now is with these crop of players to install a real winning mentality, inspiring them to have accountability for their own performances and accountability to each other, playing for each other, playing for themselves. Until you do these things, you can't win away from home. You can't win league titles. You can't win trophies. You can't do a lot of things, to be honest, man. So, yeah, he said there needs to be a few additions. And if he means few, the three I've just said with the goalkeeper, centre-half and DM, then it is a few. But it is what it is, man. For me, the next manager, without a doubt, has to be less romantic. I actually remember when Xhaka signed for this team, people said we've got one of the best squads in the Prem. And I said it was nonsense, and people believed it. So if we go upon that, it is the best side. What much has changed? They've regressed, yes, but what has changed? Like, I think it's a case of yes and no. He could have left the club in a better position in terms of the playing front, but he could have left us in a worse one. Only time will tell as to... We'll only see next season or probably in the next 3 years for his impact, to be fair. But I've got nothing more to add, man. I'll just wrap this up for you lot real quick. I'm bringing out hella vids, I guess. Guys, deluded, and thank you for rocking with me through the whole season. What can I say? On that note, let me get out you guys here.